Right, this is day 2. Waimak Falls. Yesterday we came out and stayed at Arthur's, and now we are going to Lake Kaurapataka and maybe the Otehake hot pools, but we're leaving a bit late, so we either go and have a fish at Lake Kaurapataka and then maybe drop down to the Otehake and have lunch, then come out, or we might decide to go on or come back and do the hot pools another day. Yeah, so we have to cross the Otehake, but there's a few cars here, so they've obviously crossed the Otehake, so it should be okay. So and it's about 2 hours to Lake Kaurapataka. It's a nice walk, and I'll video a bit of it on the way. And it's a long lake with tannin, you know, the dark water. And I came here years ago, and I rang up Doc beforehand and said, is there any fish in there? And they said, well, there shouldn't be, because there's an underwater flow out and there's no record of fish being released there. But I went and I caught a small brown trout. So where there's a small brown trout, there's obviously a big brown trout. So I'll have a fish and see how we go. Yeah, so anyway, we'll see you on the journey. Yeah, rightio. See ya. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Right, now between us and that bush over there is a river. Well, here's the Otehake. This is the only braid. Well, it's a piece of cake. There must be another braid over further because it seems a bit too small, but could be. But anyway, we'll link up, and even if we went up there where it's broken up, so cut it. Well, we've certainly crossed a few rivers. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So we'll link up and now we've come across this red moss. I suppose it's moss or some growth on these rocks here. And I noticed you go up the Horden Valley past the East Horden branch, it's the same as that area, and about 10 k's or 5, 6, 7, 8 k's, I don't know when, because I was in the Townsend hut and you come down that ridge and we walk out, there's another patch of it. So it just seems to be in areas. And look how, see, that's quite bold colours. Yeah, it's quite amazing. Yeah, there you go, look at that. Interesting, eh? Okay, we've been going about 10 minutes from the river, and there's a little batch up here somewhere. There was a little hut. Anyway, it's only about 20-25 minutes to the Piper stream, so I'll turn on the camera then so you can see where to go if you ever come up to this place, and it's well worth coming up to. It seriously is. Yeah, okay. Well, here we go. There's a sign, Lake Kaurapataka. I thought we'd actually overshot the Piper stream because it seemed a bit further than normal, but no, this is good. So you come up the Taumakaua Valley on the 4-wheel drive track, and you keep walking until you see the sign, and I don't know how long I'll be walking, and I'll never put Strava on, so there you go. What time did we leave, do you think? 2:30. Okay, it's 11:37, so it's an hour and say about an hour, because we did that bit of a double back, so an hour will probably get you to there. Okay, so now we're making our way up the Piper stream. And years ago, Colin, Richard and myself walked over the Otehake bridge that you go over and up some riverbed to a waterfall and bush bashed up to the top and came down to the Piper Biv, which is way above Lake Kaurapataka. That's where my tendon snapped and I had to get airlifted out, and they had to come down and come down a ridge, and they had the hard slog out and I had the easy ride. Yeah. Okay, looks like someone's had a fire there. Someone stays here. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just turn the camera on when we get the riverbed. Well, there's a makeshift shelter someone's put up there. It's even got chairs in there. Might even be humans around. Oh, it looks like someone is staying there at the moment, so they're probably up at the lake or at the hot pools. Yeah, hey, look at that. There's a firebox in there as well. That's amazing. Woohoo! Okay, when you see the sign that says Lake Kaurapataka, you just go up and look to the left and you'll see an orange marker pointing to the track. Then you come out onto this Piper stream, no water in it again, so, and then some more of that red stuff here too actually, and then you keep looking on the left hand side as you go up and you'll see an orange or red marker, and that's where you go in up to the lake. So can't see it yet, but man, it was 15 years since I've been here, but 17 years actually. Wow, it's amazing in itself. Okay, so I'll let you know how far you have to walk up to find the marker, so I'll turn the camera on then. Okay, yeah, about not far off, about 200 meters up, you'll see a log with an arrow pointing to the left, and here's a marker with a big one with a track. So now it's into the bush all the way to Kaurapataka, and it's a beautiful walk, it really is. Okay, fantastic. You'll really like this is good. Well, we've just come across an amazing tree. I'm not sure what it is. It's not a tote tree, I know that, and it's a biggie. And look at the root structure. It's either a muro or... I'd say more likely a kakakatea. Could be. Oh, look how high it is. Yeah, could be. Not amazing. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful bit of bush here. Really, really nice. Woohoo! There's a lot of tall straight ones, so they've got to be kakakateas. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Massive examples, no, big, good, proud examples of big trees in here. And we're just saying it'd be good to do a tree course, so sort of know what we're looking at, because there's a diverse range of them. And really nice underfoot, like it really, really is. All different shapes. Look at this one. Well, yeah, yeah. And these will be a particular sort of fern, I suppose, because there's all different types of ferns. Now, because we turn left, we're actually, I think we're kind of heading towards the lake now. And there's supposed to be an underground flow flowing out. Oh, here we go. Someone's done a good job, a recently good job. Thank you very much, Doc. Yeah, that would have been a hassle. Yeah, got to carry the chainsaw in, which are not light either. Yeah. We've met about four groups of people that have been up to the hot pools, and they've camped out, and they said it's absolutely amazing. You really, really are good. They couldn't recommend them enough. And then I met a couple of guys that came over from the Big Tops hut. They came up the town's head, over the Kaurapataka top into the basin and down to the Big Tops hut. So I said, oh, is my light switch still in there? I'll put a light switch in there, a light bulb and a light switch. And he said, yeah, it's still there. And I said, what about the phone? I took a phone in there years ago. See, the phone's still there, and so someone's taken a router in there, so that's quite good. So I thought next time it'd be good to take a letterbox in there or something. Yeah. Okay, we're now at the end of the lake. We actually missed the peninsula that you walk out on. Beautiful lake, and we're going to drop down to the Otehake, but we just had a nasty encounter about 100 metres on the track. I just got stung on my leg by a wasp and on my side, and poor Linda, she took 5 hits, really bad. And so we're not going to go back that way. I mean, other people have walked out past us and they were probably fine. We must have brushed against something, we don't know, but pretty powerful stings. So we're going to have lunch at the Otehake and then walk out down to the Taramaka and out, because we're not going to chance it. And then there's another couple walking up, hadn't got to the wasp yet, so we had to tell them. Of course the woman didn't look too happy, but what do? You got to tell them. Yeah, so that's that. But as far as doesn't look like we're going to stop here and have a fish. I think I'll come back another day and have a fish. But it's a beautiful lake. See, it's got the tannin look, and tempted to jump in, but we're going to jump in anyway. We'll jump in the Otehake because I know it's a lovely spot down there. So this is Lake Kaurapataka, and it's just a shame that the wasp sort of took the sting out of a lovely day. Yeah, but they really did. Well, lucky, I suppose we're lucky we didn't get more, you know. So yeah, so here we are now. So okay then. So we'll just go up over the back of this and drop down to the Otehake, and we'll have lunch and then we'll probably head out. Yeah. Right, at where I filmed that last bit, that was the end of the lake. Then you come up a steep climb and you come to the sign. It says Otehake Valley. Then it's got another sign that says Otehake. Then I think there's another flood route. Now we want to go down to the Taramaka, no, the Otehake River. We either go one way or the other, don't we? I think we take the one on the left. Right, we'll know shortly because it'll turn to the right. It'll go down to the Otehake because the lake is up on a plateau, and it's a wee way down to the river. I don't think there's any drainage from the lake down to the river. Okay, so I'll check on when we get to downhill. Oh, I think it might be just up here actually. Yep, here we go, we're on the right track. Yeah, it's always good when you get that reassuring arrow pointing in the right direction. This is the descent down to the Otehake. It's certainly a rapid drop. Oh, it's just leveled out a wee bit. It was very steep back there, so it is steep, and there's more of it here. Oh, I can just make out a bit of the river through the trees. There was a swing bridge across here, but I've heard it's been taken down. Yeah, those wasps, eh? I got 2 and Linda got about 10. Oh, it's not fair, is it? Just, don't know. I mean, there were 5 groups of people walked out and no one mentioned it, so I might never know. A pack might have brushed up against the nest. You just don't know, do you? Oh, look at this, it's magnificent. Well, here we are. Yeah, down at the Otehake River. Another big log one. How long that's been there? It's got a big marker on it. Wow, very nice. Okay, let's get my foot down there somehow. Woohoo! We do have to cross it because the track out is on the other side, yeah. So we'll get over that, alright. Smell the hot pools. We can actually smell the sulphur from the hot pools here, so yeah, that's quite amazing.
Can't be that far away then.
No, well, they say an hour and a half. Oh yeah, very tempting, but I think it's going to be another day after the bee stings and everything. It's not going to happen. The wasp sting thing was just bad luck. We're not going to go back past the lake again. We're not going to risk it. Wow, this is a great place to be. Now there was a spring bridge up here. Remember 17 years ago coming over and it said do not cross it. No, I crossed it. It was just a couple of welds broken. And I've got a picture in my snug of this spot with the spring bridge there, you know. Well, it's a great place to be. I remember years ago there were tuis here, so they still might be here, we might see them. No, there's no bridge there. So. Oh, look at that, see? Deceptive.
Cheers.
This is the only year that it's always been deeper than it looks. I wonder why that is. Is it the eyes?
There's a deep bit.
Yeah, right.
Another deep bit coming up.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, there's no bridge there anymore. Well, the hot pools are up there. They say an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're not going there.
The trouble is it's an hour and a half, but then it's an hour and a half back
Yeah,
again.
to here, then it's 2 hours out or no, not going to happen. I don't want any stress at all.
This is a crazy finish to the trip,
Yeah,
really.
absolutely. And tell you what, we can get out early, then we can go somewhere and have a nice meal. How's that?
Yeah, that sounds nice.
That sounds really nice. Well, we're at the end of the Otehake where it flows into the Kaurapataka. So it looks like this is the last crossing to go. It's always a bit deeper than it looks. And we'll cross that and then it's just basically plain sailing out on the four-wheel drive track back to Otehake, and then we'll get back to the car, then we're going to have a clean up and go and have a nice feed somewhere. It's going to be really nice. Yeah, anyway, it's been a great day. It's just a shame about the wasp things, and they really do pack a punch for such a small little creature. Boy, have they got a bit of sting, you know. Yeah, okay, so we'll cross this and head on out, yeah. And here's a view looking up the Otehake. You can't see much, but as I say, when we came down you could smell the hot pools, and everyone who we met who's been to the hot pools said they're absolutely fantastic. So we've got to get back to those hot pools, yeah. Okay, and I never had a fish because the way things happen, we missed the peninsula, then we got stung, and then we just got out, you know. Yeah. Okay, so well, back at the truck. That was a bit of a slog out along the Kaurapataka. A lot of grey wacking. We've done enough of that yesterday down the Waimako. We had about at least an hour and a half of that, you know. But it was good to get back, and now we're going to go and have a feed. Good day apart from the wasp stings, and I never got fishing in the lake, and we never got to the hot pools, but I didn't think we were going to actually get there because we left a bit late, so we'll be back to those. Okay, another Spraggo over and out job. See you later.